What is going on, guys? So today we're checking out a pretty rad looking full-tang blade that caught my eye for a few different reasons. I see this as a great game cleaning knife for a few different reasons, and we'll go over that here in just a second. But with that said, let's jump in and check this thing out. So today we're checking out the Golden Bird fixed blade knife that is a full-tang 9CR 18 MOV steel and a rock solid G10 handle. This thing is a tank. Feels heavy, is heavy, heavy duty, looks like it can take a beating. So I think this is going to be a really, really cool knife for those of you out there looking for something that's just designed to be really, really tough. Now, the first time I held it, I will say, I knew that this was made for some pretty real use, right? No gimmicks, just purpose. Yeah, the thing I loved about it too is that the 4.7-inch carbon steel came razor sharp out of the box. So that was really, really nice. So it's ready to go right when you get it. But as you can see from some of the clips I'll be showing you, this thing is freaking cool looking, man. I think it also aesthetically very, very pleasing. Now, what stood out to me also was the G10 handle. It stayed really, really well planted in your hand, even when your hands are going to be slick and sweat, rain, mud, whatever that happens to be, blood, right? If you're doing game cleaning, right? When that stuff gets slick, this thing is still going to give you a pretty good solid grip on that thing, which is awesome. The other thing that I like though is that it has that loop down on the back end. That's going to be great, especially for, you can slip a finger through there. It's going to help with your slipping. It's going to give you some more options on, having it. You can turn it upside down, put your thumb through there and get a really good solid grip for, maybe some tactical combat, right? But ultimately, like, I just feel like this thing can really take some solid pressure, gives you a few different mounting, like handle points with that loop on the far end that's big enough to get a finger through. I think that's just a really cool addition. I think that's going to allow for a lot of different, if you're going to be cutting up or cutting down, you can kind of just adjust yourself and give yourself a really, really solid base of control, especially when you have a really sharp knife. Now, the other thing I loved about it is that it came with a legit leather sheath that actually feels like it's actually designed to last. None of the flimsy stuff that falls apart after one trip, and the emergency glass breaker on the end, which kind of doubles again as that ability to put a finger through there and give you some extra control, is a really nice addition as well. So for hunters, hikers, just everyday EDC people, preparers, preppers, whatever you happen to be into, if you're looking for just a solid knife that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, looks really great, but I think is going to ultimately just function for some really heavy duty use, you should definitely be checking this one out. But guys, as usual, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.